Good morning. Welcome back to Rich Hill Farms. It's Friday, May the 9th. And I thought it'd be a good time to give y'all a farm tour. Check on everything that's been growing. We had a good little storm blow through last night. Got about 1 2/10 inches of rain. They were calling for about 1/2 inch of hail. I don't know if we got any or not. Kirk said he woke up last night and heard it hitting the air conditioner. I don't know. We'll go out here and see what everything looks like. However, this is our cantaloupes. As you can see, they're starting to run. There's actually a little cantaloupe there. Starting to bloom. Looking good. We pollinate this crop using this quad right here. It's a quad of bumblebees. You can see one coming out right there. There's 4 boxes inside of this one box, and each one of them, they exit out of the place with the cardboard over the front and enter into the other side. But the cantaloupes are loaded with blooms. Looking real nice. Got a nice crop of nut grass over there too. Let's talk strawberries. We're still picking pretty decent. Still got some good size on them. This past weekend, we offered a buy one bucket, get one free, pick your own, and was able to pick about 500 gallons out of here, and which helped us out a lot. We saw it was gonna rain this past Sunday, and so we needed to get them picked off before they were ruined. So we was able to get 500 gallons picked off, and Hannah and Rachel have picked this whole field this past week, and I think they might have picked 20 gallons out of it, and not many bad was picked off, so that was good. We still got a good decent crop coming behind these. A little bit of green fruit there, still blooming, so that's June. We may have some June berries this year. I think last year we finished up about the 2nd week of May. Some of these may have some rain damage from last night, but overall we're looking pretty good. What's the highest position an ear of corn can have in the military? Colonel. Ah! We're in the cornfield. This is bicolor. I don't know if you can see it. It's about getting about chest height. Growing good. Probably looking at end of June, maybe. Here's our second planting of corn. Didn't do so hot. We're thinking her spikes was wore out on her planter. And as you can see, this it wasn't able to cut the plastic all the way, and it was stretching it. So it caused this seed right here to stay covered up. See, there was another one right there that's burnt and died. We're gonna try to replant this. The cabbage patch. There's a small head there. A couple more weeks, we should start picking some cabbage. Here's some purple heads. Oh boy, these are the big boys, bellicose. They get to a pretty good size. This whole field right here has been pesticide free till about the last week. We had some white moths. I think they're called cabbage moths out here. And they land and lay an egg, produces worms. So we had to get rid of them. This is our second round of lettuce. Lettuce grows fast. And this done got hot on it. Here's some broccoli. There's some purple broccoli. Brussels sprouts, I don't know if they're gonna make it or not. They might have enough time before it gets hot. There's a little Brussels there. Once they get a lot bigger, we'll pinch the top of this head right here out. And it'll quit trying to grow up and start growing Brussels. Sizing them up. Onions have really grown over the last several weeks. As you can see, this variety here, I don't even remember which one it was, but it had a lot bigger bulbs that we planted, and you can look down through there and see that it's starting to go to seed, and I think that may be why, because of those larger bulbs. It's a pretty decent sized onion to grow in just a short time. Here's the squash patch. Some cucumbers there. A good many squash on the plants. We picked a few of these pickles. See if I can find one. There's one right there. That's a diamant. For some reason right here at the beginning they like to get short, stay short and fat, but they'll get a little longer and skinnier as the season progresses. We had a pretty good stand of the squash seeds that we planted. And a very long row of green beans. We planted these green beans right after we planted the bicolor corn up there that didn't come up. And the reason we kind of suspected it might have been the spikes is these all, I mean, we got a good stand down here, but this is 1 mil plastic. That up there where the corn is 1.25 mil. So that spike had a little easier time poking through this and didn't stretch as much and cover up the seed. Let's go check on some on the tomatoes. All right, so here's the watermelons we planted 2 Sundays ago. We already have some laying on the ground trying to run. Some that just haven't wanted to start off yet. They're just not ready, I don't reckon. Looking pretty good. Can't wait for some sweet watermelons. Here's our tomatoes. Gotten all the sticks drove. I tell you, that's a job. I've been building them muscles up doing it though. And I would take this jacket and my shirt off and show y'all, but I don't want nobody coming through the screen. I don't think my wife would appreciate that. Got a good many blooms coming on first set. Oh, there's a little tomato. And that one there has set as well. This is one plant here. Looks like we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Looks like there's 14 right there together. Takes a lot of water and fertilizer to size that many up. Some of those will fall off. Let's check out these heirlooms over here. We normally don't do any suckering. I have started the Camparis and grape tomatoes. I have started suckering those just because they make so many, and I'd rather them be bigger and make a lot than have all them little ones to pick. These are the grapes here I suckered the other day. And they recommend suckering your heirlooms. We never have, and have had fine luck out of not doing so, but I thought I'd do a little trial this year and just see the difference it makes, or see if it even makes a difference. So this is Abigail here, these 2 rows, and I put 2 pieces of tape on the stick, and there's 25 tomatoes right here that I suckered. I've already suckered them. And then I got a single, just 1 tape on this one, and these are the ones that wasn't suckered, 25. And we gonna pick them and box them and see if there's a size difference, a weight difference, see if one makes any more weight than the other. Here's my carbons, Cherokee carbons. These are the ones that's been suckered. And there's my tape right here. And there's the ones that have not been suckered that I'm going to pick and weigh and everything. Let's see if it makes a difference. To sucker or not to sucker. I tell you, these Abigail's got a big bloom right here. They're a hybrid pink tomato, bred by one of Johnny Seeds. They're one of their breeders, tomato breeders, and along with NC State. We went to a trial and looked at them, and I liked them, so we ordered some, and we're gonna give them a shot. Let's go check out these mountain gems over here. Mountain gem. They're blooming as well. I told y'all that this crop right here was gonna catch this one. It always happens. We plant these maybe a week or 2 ahead of the others, and I guess due to the cold weather, these always, that we end up picking them at the same time. I don't know why we continue to do it like that, but tomatoes is probably my favorite crop to grow. You spend a lot of time out here in these things, tying them and all. I think it took me about 20 minutes per row to put the string on. So you put a lot of hours out here in the tomato patch. A lot of hours. Here's the peppers. And after looking at pretty much everything, I think we look good as far as from the storm. I don't know that we saw much hail, if any. I don't see any holes in the leaves or anything like that. I have tied these first 2 rows. I got 4 left I'm gonna try to get done today. But as you can see, I normally only put two strings on the pepper, and I don't do the zigzag like I do on the tomatoes. I just put them down one side and a string down the other side. Just hold them in there, holds them upright. And I'll probably come back through here and put a string about, I don't know, yay height, just to keep them growing up. We've got some more tomatoes and watermelons and peppers in the greenhouse, cantaloupes in the greenhouse. This is the plastic for all that. I'll probably have to come out here and pull a trench to get this water out of here. And right there where it's kind of making a little pond, we figured it would do that, but I'll probably just cut the plastic and make a little, like a little channel going down through there to let that water out and let it go down to the lower field right there. I don't know that we'll lay much more plastic down there. With the pumpkins last year, it had a little wash place right there. I think that'll be 3 inches in the last 4 or 5 days, so water's bound to stand somewhere. When you're laying plastic especially. We should be all right though. Let's take a little road trip. We're gonna ride 2 miles to another field. We laid some plastic out there. We planted some white corn yesterday. Let's go check it out. Made it to the field. We laid this plastic Tuesday, got it planted yesterday. There's a seed right there sitting on top of the ground. Cover it up a little bit. Let's see if we can find one. Or not. As you can see, even with that seed right there, it's up towards the front. It's not back here. Even that one. The rain must have washed some of the. Oh yeah, see right there. It's already starting to. It's wanting to sprout already. That's good. Let's push this one back in there. This was a hard place. But this is field number 3. We've had pumpkins out here. We had collards back here on this back part up across that hill, and we've planted at the bottom down here. We've had some cantaloupes. One year we didn't plant anything. Hopefully by next week I can show y'all all these trees gone. They started logging on the back half of us, about 100 acres, and we've been wanting to get them cleared. So we figured what better time than now to get them gone while they already here. I think we'll plant all this, all that right there in pumpkins, maybe. We might do a bunch of winter squash right here. And some big boys. Some Atlantic giants. I do have something pretty cool in the greenhouse right now. I had bought 6 seeds of the big giant pumpkin seeds. I'm gonna try to, hopefully I can grow one big enough to send to the state fair this year. We're gonna try it. I've never grown any. I've been watching people grow them for about the last 2 or 3 years, so I'm gonna finally give it a shot. Let's head back to the farm. We're not gonna be doing much today with it being so wet, so I'll probably get that water between the rows cleaned up, drained out and everything, Hannah and Rachel's gonna be picking strawberries. We got to unload the truck. Kirk's been at the market all morning. He got up about 4 o'clock, and he's on his way back now. And maybe we got a new piece of equipment that I think is going to be very beneficial to the farm. We're going to get it set up, and I'll show y'all that maybe later on, maybe early next week, or maybe the weekend. We'll see. But hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thankfully the storm didn't do much damage. We just got a lot of water on the ground. God certainly put a hedge of protection around the farm from the hail and everything, and it all looks good. Let's keep it growing.